This is part 2, titled The Training. So when accepted into the program, one of the requirements was to register for a training course the semester before the program began. This training course would be where all of my coworkers and I would begin to prepare ourselves to work as a team and learn how we could provide the best support system for the students we were going to work with. Through the training, my coworkers became aware that when the program began, I would be 2 days late and receive the same pay. If they did have a concern, I don't think any of them objected to the fact or discussed it with the supervisors. Nevertheless, the training continued on, and it was not until the first few weeks that I began to notice their insecurities. We were meeting some of the professionals we were going to work with, which required a lot of introductions. Therefore, we had to share fun facts about ourselves, the kind that most students sigh over. Man, did they disliked when I introduced myself. It was as if they had a heavy stone inside of them, keeping them from walking straight. They hated themselves. Every time they listened to me sharing a fun fact about me traveling or overcoming depression, their stone got heavier, and you could see it. You could see them struggle. You could see them trying so hard to walk straight with purpose, but they could not. They could not allow themselves. They would say, "Why do you have to set the high standards?" And I could never come close to understanding how someone could think of themselves so low. How could they even allow themselves to compare their stories to mine? I became so frustrated they were looking past my purpose of being there, so I wrote them a letter. Yes, a letter. I just happened to express myself better through writing. I got them together and read it. I read, "I am excited to share my knowledge with you all while at the same time learning from each of you. You are all very unique beings with great minds. I felt the need to get a few things off my chest before we start the program. Things that I feel are not only important for me to say, but important for all of us to know. I do not want you to feel intimidated by my accomplishments. My accomplishments should not make you feel any less of a leader. Maybe you feel that I set high standards for each of you, but you should not perceive it as such. If anything, you should all be striving for your own greatness. You should not use anyone's accomplishments to put yourself below them. Your own accomplishments are valuable in their own way. Each of you have your own unique experiences, and you should be proud of each and every one of them. They have made you who you are. I do not want others feeling bad for themselves because they have not done what I have done. Instead, I want you to look at how much I have accomplished and believe that you are capable of doing that and much more. If at any moment I say something that I should have said better, please let me know. I will greatly appreciate it. I want to keep growing. I am no perfect being. I wish this team the very best." I had never spoken so deeply from my heart. I meant every single word, and I was hoping they could see that. I was hoping they saw me. But how could I expect that from people who were not even seeing themselves? It was so stupid of me to think that someone who did not appreciate themselves could possibly appreciate me.